Okay, so let's get this party started. Got to get my hair out of my way. And y'all, I'm obsessed with Rosewater. I love it. I got this at Whole Foods, and it's just like a spray. It's not really a tonic, it's a body spray, but it's so good for you, and I just like it. This is the Phyto-C. This is featured in my last BeautyDNA. It's a serum. You're supposed to use it once a day. I use it I do use it once a day, and I do 4 drops or 5 drops to get coverage all over my face. You use serum before you use moisturizer. And oh my gosh, I totally forgot to put this in my haul video. This is my Peter Thomas Roth oil-free. I've used this, I've purchased this before, and I love Peter Thomas Roth. As you know, he has great products. A pea size is plenty amount to get all over. I mean, get your neck, your décolleté, your face, like everywhere. I don't want to age and be like, I know I'm going to age, but I just, want to slow it down. So this is the Burberry, this was a sample in my Sephora haul, the Nude Radiance #1. It's a primer, illuminating primer, and it was one of the samples that I requested. So let's try this out together. Like days later, I'm recording this and I'm doing the voiceover. Like I still am dreaming about how awesome this was. This kind of applies more like a serum. As you can see, it's already starting to just really illuminate my face and make it glowy and not like wet looking. If I were to use the product again, which I'm like really debating buying it just after this one try, I would mix it in with my foundation or my Peter Thomas Roth. So this is the Luminous Silk Foundation, Giorgio Armani sample. I've used this foundation before. I love it. Kim Kardashian uses it. It's like a cult favorite among a lot of celebrities. And I was like, I'll just use it for you guys. It's very sheer, very buildable. And it looks great with this Burberry primer. I feel like if you were using a thicker or more full coverage concealer, you might just lose that Lumi. I'm going in with, of course, my Sigma F80 brush, circular motion, just buffing it into my face. I don't really wear foundation that much just because I'm a mom and I don't really have time, and I am starting to see how I probably should wear a little bit more because YouTube videos and the lighting, you kind of lose all of the color. But anyways, digressing, I'm just buffing it all into my face, making sure I have even skin tone, making sure to blend out any lines. I hate lines. Blendy, 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 ladies. So now the creamy, radiant concealer from Nars, and this is in Custard, medium shade. And let's open this bad boy. I actually haven't used it, but it has been applied on me. I had my makeup done, and the makeup artist used it as a contour product. And as you probably saw my last, my 3 must-have cosmetics, the way I like to do concealer, the quick and easy way, is just I dab it on in all my problem areas. The back of the hand trick, I totally learned from Jaclyn Hill, just not to waste product. Like, genius. This is a Vasanti. Actually, it's a foundation brush. I got it, I think, in my BoxyCharm. If you check out my Beauty Box Dilemma, this was one of the higher end boxes, and I got this full-size brush. I have tons of concealer brushes, but alas, I use whatever I have handy, and this is handy. So I'm just kind of blending in that concealer. Some of you guys can put your concealer on before, some after. It really is your preference. I have been tending to put it on after I put on foundation, but I used to put it on before. So do whatever works for you, whatever you're comfortable with. And of course, it's a combination between my fingers or my brush and me concealing it. Of course, I have the Beauty Blender, but I need to wash it, and I'm not going to try to put that on my face right now. You just want to make sure that the concealer just doesn't really stick out. It's supposed to conceal. So now in with the Cheekathon. I'm so excited, you guys. This is such an amazing, amazing palette. Get it for $58. Like, pretend I didn't say $38. So I'm just going to show you this brush. It's this flat edge brush, and I completely forgot how A, harsh the brush was, and B, how pigmented Hoola is. It's just been a while since I've used Hoola. And oh my gosh, I just really had to spend a long time blending because there was like such a line, you guys. So, and then of course one side of the room is lit and the other side isn't. So I feel like from your viewing angle, it's the left side. It's a little bit darker than the right. So now I'm going in with my blush brush and just blendy because that harsh edge was like super. So now I'm going in with Dallas, and Dandelion. Dallas is kind of intense, like just for day to day, and this is like kind of a church, a Sunday look. So I love to blend Dandelion pretty much with everything. But Dandelion and Dallas is a great combination. And so I'm just putting those on the apples on my cheek. I totally forgot to use Revolution too, so I kind of wanted to go in, and you can see a little bit of coral. This is super pigmented. You can kind of tell. I really had to spend a little bit of time really blending it. I'm like freaking out. It's super pigmented, super corally. Coral is not my best color. Now I'm going to go back in with the Benefit brush, and I am going to get more Hoola and just kind of contour very lightly my nose. And of course, I'm not using any creams. This is the Sunday daytime look, and I think contouring can sometimes be taken too far. And then I just go in and blendy, blendy, blendy. Remember, threes on your face. It just is a really great, like, old way to get in. And so this is my first time I'm using Rockateur with you guys. So I'm so excited. I'm just going in with my blush brush. You could totally go in with a fan brush, but I'm using what I have handy, and that was just what I grabbed. And so I am just putting it right underneath, like the highest part of my cheekbone, just kind of on the top part of my blush. And just blendy, blendy, blendy. You can't really see it in the video. I'm sorry, you guys. My lighting is just kind of crappy, but I can tell you in person, it was so pretty. Like, it was so pretty. It's not as pigmented as Becca, the Shimmering Skin Perfector, whatever. Opal is not as pigmented, but it is still amazing. And so here we are with a Revolution, that iridescent one. If you watched my haul, y'all, this is so freaking pigmented. You really can't see it in camera, but I was like having to play with this for a long time, even after I just put a little bit. And just so you can see, I'm using just a regular blending brush and putting it on the very tippity tops of my cheekbone to just catch that light. And you can see kind of right there how it just was like, bam, and it stayed on, and you have to blend, 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 blend. So there we go. I've used all my cheek products from the haul. And now we're going in with my Matte Tarte palette. I'm totally creating this look on the spot. I don't really know what I'm using or what I'm doing. Well, I know what I'm doing. This is the first time I've ever used this palette. So I'm doing it with you, and I'm just playing. So I think I'm going to go in with Force of Nature. And I'm just going to, because it kind of matches my entire eyelid. It's maybe a little bit darker than the top part, but I'm just going in all over so that I can create a base. So this look is going to be a really flat look. These are all matte colors, so you're not going to see obviously any shimmer. And I'm just going in with wet motion, make sure it gets really even. I think this is just my MAC blending brush. I'll link it below. And then I'm going to go in with Power Player, and I'm going in with my Sigma blending brush. And I already have really deep set eyes, so blending the crease and really carving out my eye, it doesn't take as much work for me. I have, like I said, deep set eyes, but I still like to carve it out a little bit. And Power Player is just a great color for that. Make sure circular motion, windshield wiper. Like every makeup artist will tell you, blending, blending, blending is like the most important thing. So I completely agree and stand by all of that. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just going in. Like I said, if you don't have as deep set eyes, you're going to probably need to spend more time on this and probably a little bit more blending. But that's how my eyes are. I'm going in, I cannot remember for the life of me the name of this blush, but I'm mixing Caregiver and Supermom. Hey, it's almost Mother's Day. And I'm just going to put this right on the lid. But I think I remember just being like, screw this brush, I'm going to go with my finger. I think I'm going to do that in just a second. Yep, right about now. My fingers are like sometimes your best tool, and you can really get that pigment on a little bit more. If you saw the swatches, you saw that these were probably the 3 colors that did not swatch as well. That does not mean that they don't look great on and they don't work, but they, you kind of need to use a little bit more, and my finger actually ended up hitting the product where I wanted it. And now we're going to go in and line my eyes. I have, like I said, deep set round eyes. And so I've been playing with my wing. It's harder for me to do wing because I do have a little bit of a hood. So I like to do kind of a soft wing. And I love using a brush. This is, I'm going to link it, but it's my MAC eyeliner brush. I've had it forever and the numbers are all worn off. But of course, like I have big eyes, so I have to I can be a little bit more liberal with eyeliner, but at the same time, this is a Sunday afternoon and I want it to be subtle and smoky, and that's why I'm going in with here. And I just wanted to show you how to kind of create a matte look that is appropriate. So I'm just kind of making my wing very little, of course building it from the out and then, making it small in, and then I'm going to connect it down to my lower lash line, fill in that little gap. Okay, so now I've finished both eyes, and I'm totally watching this, and I'm like, the lighting is so bad because on the left side it's darker than on the right. But I promise it's even in real life because I'm super picky. And I'm just gonna blend that wing a little bit into my crease. And I mean, I'm gonna be obviously applying less pressure as I get closer to the center of my eye. But I just wanted to lessen the harshness of the wing. It's Sunday afternoon and, want to keep it real. Now I'm going in with Caregiver just to kind of put back on a little bit onto my lid, and it's going to kind of subdue the liner a little bit. And I'm just going in. Gosh, these colors are so pretty. Of course, this is a really flat look, and I'm still having to deal with that illuminator that I put in the corner of my eyes. It's like, whoa. So anyways, now we're going to use my Kevin Aucoin, or Coin, whatever, eyelash curler. Y'all, I love this eyelash curler. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my god, I love it. It really, I'm normally used to holding it for 3 or 4 seconds. You just need to hold it for 2 seconds. And it's bam. The first time I did it, they were so curly that I was mascara was hitting the top of my eyelid. So now I'm a little bit lighter-handed. And so we are going to go in with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. And I'm going to put that on my right eye, your left, and I'm just applying my mascara. I do kind of tend to take a while to apply my mascara. It's the one thing that I spend kind of a lot of time. I mean, I have big eyes, so I need to do that. And of course, I always fan it out and focus on my outer lashes and bring them in. Don't forget your lower lashes, ladies. You don't want to create imbalance. But here's some slow motion. You can kind of see already how much bigger and more open the left eye is than the right eye. So, sorry, I'm battling a little bit of a cold. We have all of the allergies here in Georgia right now. And there we go. So now we're going to go in with the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill Classico. My sister got me hooked on this, and I really, really love it. But you can see a side-by-side comparison, and I'm going to tell you just so you can know. This is going to give you a lot more fluttery and a more natural looking long lash than the Tarte. The Tarte is a little bit clumpier, a little bit drier formulation. I like them both. I still wear them. I am at any given time, I'm going through 3 or 4 different mascaras. It's kind of one of my problems. But anyways, I'm going in with the Classico and just working it in and working it in. And that's that. You can totally see what I mean, right? Right? I don't know. So then we are going to go in with the palette again, and we're just going to go under the eyes. And of course, I would normally probably use a color that had a little bit of shimmer for right under the brow and my Cupid's bow. This was not part of my haul. This was a gift from Bella. She is a wonderful friend and very talented hair and makeup artist in Monterey. She gave this to me before I moved. And it's the Urban Decay, I think it's called Naked, and I'm just putting it all over my liner. Of course, we're going in. It's not a butter gloss. I totally said it wrong in my haul video. The butter glosses are totally different. This is a soft matte cream. These are a little bit drying, you guys, so especially with a lip liner, and then you put this on top, it is a little bit drying. And this color is a little bit too pinky for my liking. I always blot. I always blot. And then of course I'm just finishing the look with my Smashbox Photo Primer Water whatever spray. I got it in the Sephora Favorites haul, or Sephora Favorites 2015, and Vavoom. There's my hair down, and anyways, that is my tutorial. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. It was fun playing with all my brand new products right with you for the first time here. If you like this type of video, let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe, share with your friends if they are interested in any of these items, or if there is stuff that you would like for me to review. If you had questions on any products, I'm so happy to give you feedback or any of my comments. Have a wonderful and beautiful day.